Hi friends, welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping in. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're having an amazing day. Today, I wanted to talk about Cricut blades with you. So I had gone to Michael's to pick up a particular blade. It's the only one that I don't have, and they were out of stock. But as I was doing it, I was thinking that I should do a video on the different blades, because for me, as I have been trying to learn about the different things I can do with my maker, since I recently upgraded from an Air to a maker, I've done so much research on the blades, and it's really kind of time consuming. So I thought it might be helpful for me to share with you what I've learned. So first of all, you want to keep your blades protected. I got this particular little plastic bin. It is specifically made by Cricut for the blades, and I got this at Michael's. It was $23 and then it was 30% off. So I thought it was a good deal. I went ahead and bought it. But you can keep your blades. The Cricut has lots of storage space in it, and then the maker has even more storage space in it. So you can keep your blades in there, or I used to keep them in just a little Tupperware bin that I had. So with the blades, there's quite a bit to them. And these Cricut blades, I tell you, they are just really well made. Now you can find like knockoff replacements that are much less expensive, but you can really tell the difference in a Cricut blade and a knockoff blade. So the Cricut blade, they're heavy, they're durable, and they are just really made very well. So with your Cricut blade, you have two types of housing. So you have this housing that looks like this, and this housing fits in the Air or the Maker. It is for any of your Cricut machines. So this housing, this is just the housing, and if you push this button, this is your blade. So if you're buying a replacement blade, you just buy the blade and it goes in the housing like this. So then there's also this housing right here, and this is a drive housing. The drive housing is only for the makers, and it has a golden top on it. So this is the Cricut adaptive tool system, and the adaptive tool system drives these gears to allow these particular blades to work. So these are only for the maker, and you want to keep this plastic on to protect your blades. All right, so we're going to start with our fine point blade. So this is the fine point blade. It's going to come in all of your Cricut cutting machines, and the fine point blade is for really most of your common materials, and it allows you to do very intricate, beautiful cuts on more of a medium thickness type of materials, like very thin to medium. So these blades are made out of German carbide, and that's why they are so durable. So the medium weight materials that you're gonna use this one on is gonna be like your vinyl, your heat transfer vinyl, washi tape. You can use this on printer paper, parchment paper. You can use it on faux leather, the very thin type. You can use it on like a light chipboard and canvas, parchment paper. There are a lot of different things you can use this on, but it's going to be your lighter to like medium weight materials. Now, if you have to repurchase a blade for this, you want to make sure you're getting the one with the white cap, because the one with the gray cap is actually for your older Cricut machines. So you want the white cap. And then this fine point blade, it cuts at a 45-degree angle. Now, before you go and replace your blade, these are actually really easy to sharpen and clean. I keep a ball of foil, aluminum foil, in the side of my maker, and every now and then I just push down my little button and I stab my blade into the foil a whole bunch of times, and it will help clean it and sharpen it, okay? So this comes with both your maker and your air. And then the next blade we're going to talk about is the deep point blade. And as you can see, there is a difference between the housing. It's a little subtle, but it's definitely different. These are not interchangeable. You cannot use this blade in this housing, okay? So your deep point blade comes in a black housing with a black blade, and it goes in the same way as your fine point. Now, the difference with this one though, this one cuts at a 60-degree angle, so it's a much steeper cut, so it allows the blade to penetrate and do more intricate cuts on thicker materials. So this one can do like craft foam, corrugated paper, the magnetic sheets. It can do like real leather, metallic leather, aluminum foil, stuff like that. So things that you need a deeper cut, this is what you're going to use, okay? So then the next one that we're gonna talk about is going to be this pink one. So the pink one, this one is actually just like your fine point blade, and these can actually be interchangeable. I wouldn't recommend it because you don't want to accidentally use the wrong blade on the wrong material and mess up your blade. However, the housing is the same, and if you had to, you could interchange them. So this one is the same way. You press the button and out comes your blade. It's like a rose gold pink blade, and it goes back in like that. Now, this one is for bonded fabrics. Now, a bonded fabric, it's a fabric with a backing on it. So if you've ever seen the like patches that you can buy that you can iron on like over holes in like denim or to decorate, stuff like that, that has a bonding on it. So you could cut those with this. And this is actually what I use when I am cutting designs out of patches. So, or you can put this on, you can use any of your fabrics and you can do like a heat and bond type of backing on it where you can iron your fabric onto another piece of fabric. So, but anything with a backing is what you need. And if you do not use a backing with this, then you run the risk of ruining your mat, ruining your fabric, and possibly even ruining your blade. So this pink fabric blade, you use this with the pink mat. Now you can use a green mat if you don't have a pink one available, but the pink mat is what is the mat that is made to use with this blade. All right. All right, so since we did the fabric blade, let's do the rotary blade next. So this is the rotary blade right here. So the rotary blade, this one is made for only the maker. It's got that adaptive tool system to it. And these blades with the adaptive tool system, they have a gold top on them. So this piece of plastic you want to keep in place because it's going to help to keep everything clean and keep debris out of the rotary system. So on this one, this drive housing, it is not interchangeable with anything. It can only be used for this rotary blade because it is made to work in a particular way. And if you need to change the rotary blade, there's actually a special kit that you buy that you can go in and change the blade. All right, so the rotary blade is also used for fabrics. So you can cut pretty much any fabric with this blade, but the difference is that this one does not have to have a backing on it. So you would not use this one on a bonded fabric. This would be for a regular fabric. And I mean, you can use this on pretty much anything: nylon, corduroy, cotton, denim, canvas, fleece, silk, you name it, you can use this on it. So one of the other nice things about this particular blade is that this one actually comes with the maker. And usually with your Cricut machines, you only get that fine cutting blade, and all of the others you have to buy. So it's really nice that this actually comes with the maker. Now, one of the downfalls to this one, you cannot do very small projects with this. Your project or your cut has to be at least 3/4 of an inch or 19 millimeters. If you use this on projects that the cut is too small, then you may not get as good of a cut, and also you're going to wear out your blade much faster. It is not meant for super small cuts, so at least 3/4 of an inch. So the next one that we're going to talk about is the knife blade. Now I have the plastic piece on that, so I'm going to have to open this and take off this for that. All right. So this is the knife blade. So again, it has the adaptive rotary system with the gold top on it, this special housing. And this one, again, this one is not interchangeable. So this drive housing is only for the knife blade, and you have to have a kit to change this blade, okay? But the blade can be changed, but the housing is not interchangeable. Now, the knife blade, this thing is fantastic. So this is the piece that makes the maker everything that it is. This is what allows you to create super amazing projects. So you can cut very just nice, intricate designs with this, but in thicker materials. So you can do this on any kind of leather. You can use it on tooling leather, balsa wood, or basswood. And on those woods, it can be 1/16 of an inch, and you can use it on the 3/32 of an inch. You can use this on 2 millimeter chipboard, and you can also use this on 4-ply mat board. So very nice. There are so many different projects that you can do with this, and a lot of different materials that this can cut. This is what makes the maker, everything that it is. Now, for this one, you want to use the purple mat. Your purple mat is your strong grip mat. And remember, the products that you're cutting are going to be thicker, heavy-duty products, so of course you need the strong mat. You may even find yourself needing to reinforce the piece with a little bit of like painter's tape. But the knife blade, very important investment if you're going to use the maker. Now, this next one that I want to talk about, this is the quick swap tip blade. So this one is still that adaptive housing, but this one is interchangeable. So this one allows you to do several different blades with one housing. You just change out the tips. So this has my little tip stored down here. Now, there's multiple different tips for this. So the first one I want to talk about is the perforation tip. And the reason why I want to talk about that one first is because that is the one I went to purchase today and they didn't have it, so I had to order it. I will add a link in the description to these different blades in case you would like to purchase them, since I did order the perforation blade today. So the perforation blade, you can use it on all kinds of materials. I mean, that it will do leather, it will do tooling leather, vellum, it will do plastic, it will do cardstock, it will do felt, craft foam, all kinds of materials. And what it does is it allows you to create projects with a tear-off finish. So what do I mean by that? Like if you think about like coupons and raffle tickets where you do a perforation and it can tear off, that's what it allows. So I'm waiting for it to come and I'm super excited to use it. All right, so then after that, the next one that I want to talk about is going to be the wavy blade. So the wavy blade is very cool. And I think this is it. So the wavy blade, if you can see that, it's got texture in it. And the wavy blade, instead of cutting a straight line like your fine point or your rotary blade would do, this one creates a wave effect. So this is good for doing things like gift tags, banners, decals, envelopes, cards. And this one will also do fabric, just so you know, which is super exciting. So this one gives a different look and it gives a wavy finish to your projects. So that is the wavy blade. Oops, sorry. Now, the next one that I want to talk about is this one is honestly the reason why I got the maker. So I hate to say it, I haven't even used it yet, and I'm going to start doing lots of different projects so that I can learn to do many different things on my maker. And as I learn to do them, I will share them with you. And, you know, anything that I learn and tips and, you know, we can share with each other because I'm so excited to use all these different products. So the engraving tip, and that is this one. So the engraving tip allows you to make engravings on so many different materials, like a variety of different materials. So you can engrave on steel, on all the leathers. You can do faux leather, garment leather, real leather, tooling leather, acetate, vellum, brass, bronze, aluminum, like super cool. And you can do just engrave whatever you want on this. So I have so many projects planned for this. I have bought so many different materials that I want to use. I probably really went overboard, but I am so excited about this. I just can't wait to use it. I can't wait. Now, this next one, this one is the debossing tip. So I've never used anything like this. I'm super excited to use it. So this one allows you to create very detailed designs that are pushed in. So you can do like 3D cards and monograms and stuff like that. And from what I understand, there's like different like embossing powders you can put on to create different things. But I'm really excited to use this and to see, what all I can create with it. So again, it's interchangeable on this special housing, and all of these, again, you can only use with the maker. So the next one, which is the last one, that is the scoring wheel. So if you're using an air, then you have a scoring tool that you can buy that you put where your pen goes, and it will score different items for you. Now the scoring wheel, though, it has 2 different blades, and so it allows you to make really like deep, crisp, edgy folds on all kinds of different materials. So this one, the 2-blade system, it's got 2 different wheels. So tip 1 is for like lighter materials, and then tip 2 is for heavier and coated materials. So with this, you can do everything from thin cardstock and paper up to like heavy chipboard. You can score heavy chipboard with this. So, I mean, you can make boxes and like all kinds of really cool projects with this. You can score plastic packaging, like all kinds of really cool things. So this just makes me super excited. I have some projects that I'm gonna do with this one, and I'm actually I have a bunch of projects picked out from the Cricut Access project page, because I want to just really learn to use all of these different knives. So I think it's super, super cool. Now, to get the most out of your, really to get the most out of your Cricut knife or Cricut blades, I think that it's really important that you use the right blade on the right material for the right project. So it's good to know which blades to use for what, and you really need to keep your blades covered. You need to keep them stored away, either in your Cricut machine or in some sort of box or container, and keep them safe and well protected. But these are exciting, and I'm so excited with all the different things that I'm gonna be able to do with my Cricut Maker. So again, all of these tips can be used in the Maker, but only these ones with this type of housing can be used in the Air. Unfortunately, these guys here with this special rotary housing, those can't be used in the Air because it doesn't have that adaptive tooling system. That's the difference between the Air and the Maker. So whichever one you want is really gonna depend on what type of projects you wanna be able to do. So listen, I hope that this was helpful, maybe saved you from doing some research yourself. And if you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day, friends, and I'll see you later. Bye.